Hey everyone, this is a quick video showing you how to create your Google Analytics and set it up on your website. Setting up Google Analytics for the first time is really easy to do, but there are many different ways to do it. So I'm making this video to show you the easiest way to do it, and this way you can put it on many different types of websites too. Alright, let's just get right into it. So to start, type in Google Analytics into any kind of search engine or go to analytics.google.com. Make sure you attach it to the proper Google account here. And once you got it right, click Start Measuring. So here's where you're gonna put the account name. Typically, you just wanna name it the business name. And here's data sharing. Honestly, I just prefer to turn it all off. So in your account, you can have multiple different properties. And this is if you're tracking or your website's very complex. So it's if you have things like an app and a website, things like that. So you can name the property, the business name, and then like the actual type of property. So like a web property or something like that. But for most people watching this video, simply naming the property name the same as the account name is all you need to do. Make sure the time's correct, and we're actually in Canada here, so make sure that the country and the currency is correct. And this kind of information does help Google kind of categorize your business, because over time, as you start setting up all these different Google products and start growing out your website, every little piece of information that you give Google is really valuable for it to index your site, categorize it, and serve it to the correct people on this platform. So in this case, choose the correct industry for your business, and then make sure you select the correct size here. This business objective spot is just for the initial setup, and you can change this down the road in Google Analytics by going into places like the conversion section and places like that. Even though this website wants traffic, user engagement, and leads, it ultimately wants sales. I'm gonna be focusing fully on sales here, so you just create it this way, and you can update this in the future. Do the last accept. So if you're tracking through an app, choose the Android or the iOS one. But for most people watching this video, you're gonna choose web. Here's where you put in your website and just make sure enhance measurements on when you create it. And once you create that data stream at the end, you'll get this Google tag and it'll have many different ways that you can set it up. So it already recognizes that this website was created on WordPress, but if yours is created on Wix or Squarespace or Shopify, it would most likely have an option here for you. If it doesn't, one of the easiest ways to do it is installing it manually by just putting this Google tag on the header of your website. Literally, all you have to do is copy and paste that code that it shows you right here immediately after the head tag. If you don't know how to do that on your website, here's a way to do it on a WordPress site. So you can get a plugin called WP Code, insert headers and footers, or you can just look in for plugins, insert header and footer. All you'd have to do is copy and paste that header code into here. So yeah, installing manually is definitely one of the easiest ways to go. But if you can't do that and you're not sure how, other tools like Wix make it really simple. So you can go into Wix. This is a dashboard for another website. You can go into settings here, go all the way down to marketing integrations. And this is where you can see the Google Analytics is set up. If you don't have it set up yet, you'll have the connect button. And all you have to do here is just follow their steps. And it'll show you exactly what you need to do. And it'll even show you where to get that information. So Wix makes it super easy. That's the same with Shopify and Squarespace. And if you're installed with WordPress through the Google Analytics section, it'll take you to this section where it shows pretty much download the WooCommerce Google Analytics plugin. And it'll tell you exactly what the instructions are on how to do this. And then you would just have to put this tag in there. And then that's all you would have to do. Personally, I think that actually slows down the site because it adds other things to the site that it doesn't need. So I personally prefer to add it manually and install it that way. And just if you're curious, Google Tag Manager is the best way to go here. I would show you that in this video right now, but I'm creating another video on how to set up Google Tag Manager. So I would be doing that right now. Google Tag Manager is just a very robust platform that's very lightweight for your website. But yeah, once you put the Google tag on your site, you can test the installation. Make sure you get that it was correctly detected and then confirm. It'll take 48 hours for any kind of warning message at the top here to go away. But for the most part, if you put that Google tag into your website in any kind of way, then it should be tracking. You can add things like custom events and modify the events here as well. One thing to note down the road is once you start setting up other types of conversion events or any kind of integrations along with Google Analytics, this measurement ID is going to start becoming important. This is something added in from Google Analytics 4, pretty much the Google tag that allows it to connect and talk with other products. So once you set all that up, go to next, and then it'll take the 48 hours to create the whole property. So you can go back to your home and it's set up here, but for now you're not really collecting any kind of data yet. As long as you saw that it's connected when you were testing the installation, then this should definitely work. Once you get to the analytics dashboard, it'll look like something like this. If you're adding other people into here, go to the admin section at the bottom. You couldn't see it because my video was covering it, but it's at the very bottom left of this page. And then here you can see it's property access management or the account access management. You can give someone access to the account, which gives them access to all the properties in the account, or you can give them access to just a specific property in that account. There's a few good things you can turn on right when you start a new account as well. If you go into data collection in the settings, here's a spot you can see Google Signals data collection. You can turn this on. This will give you a tiny bit more insights about your users, such as aggregated demographics and interest data. So this is a good thing to have. And this is another one just giving you more enriched, more detailed audience data. And just to make sure all this works, go down the bottom and acknowledge that the user data collection acknowledgement. Couldn't see it because my video's here, but there's a blue button right there. And lastly, if you have any other Google platforms like Google AdSense, Google Ads, Google Merchant Center, go into the bottom here, go into the settings, the admin section, go to product links. Here's where you can attach things like Google Ads. So all you'd have to do is just put the Google Ads information in, and then the two are connected, which is very valuable to do because it minimizes any kind of duplicate conversions. And once you get this set up, you can notice you can poke around the home, reports, explore, and advertising. There's a lot of information here, so just go poke around and have fun. Alright, that's it from me. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please give it a like so YouTube knows it's a good video, and please subscribe to my channel to see more great digital marketing tutorials just like this. Alright, have a great day everyone. Cheers.